Yo, what up, G's? Hey, man, I feel really good today. I don't know if it's because I drank like 20 black coffees, but we're about to talk about some good stuff, bro. So today we're gonna be talking about, my boys, why I decided to get sober, and I want to stay sober. I'm almost a month sober now. I think I'm actually a month today, bro. I don't know. I have to check. I'm not counting, but I have like a tracker that counts for me. I'm not like over here freaking on my whiteboard ticking off the days and shit, because then that's just me planning to fail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, to get back to it, why I decided to get sober. Well, my brothers, my sisters, my family, shit. Let me tell y'all something. I felt like I was living in a cycle, man. A cycle of ups and a cycle of downs, and there was no middle ground, G. You see, all my life, since I was 14 years old, I was indulging in substances, from alcohol to pills to weed, sex. Sex has, I guess, something to do with it, but we're talking about the substance abuse right now. Yeah, substance abuse. I kind of turned into a drug addict, dude. I was 14 years old when I had my first drink. I was 14 years old when I first smoked for the first time. I was also 14 years old when I first lost my virginity. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, dudes. Like, it was so fun. It was a great time. You know how it is. Like, when you first start, drinking, you first start like smoking, you first start, having sex and shit. Shit is fun, bro. Shit is fun. But then you keep doing it. You keep doing it. And then you start doing it just to feel happy. And that's kind of what started to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I drank my first time, smoked for my first time, popped pills for my first time when I was 14, and it turned into a problem, man. I was turning into a really bad kid. You see, I grew up in Chicago, and I was hanging around the bad crowd. I had really bad influences that were in my life. I'll tell you a couple of them, my friend Damien, Isaiah, Patrick, Dylan, these are all of my homies, and before the drugs, we would just hang out and ride our bikes around the city, bro. It was cool. We'd ride to downtown. If you've been to Chicago, you know how beautiful downtown is. We would ride to downtown and just be kids, bro. We weren't bad kids. Then I remember Damien was the first one to introduce us to weed and cigarettes. We started smoking weed. I remember the first time I smoked weed, bro, I fucking hated it. It's so funny because I was tripping balls, bro. I hated the way I felt. I felt like I died and I was in the afterlife. Yeah, it was crazy. I hated it, man. I don't know what the fuck. I was tweaking out, bro. Like acid, but times 1,000. Right? So yeah, I don't know why I kept doing it, but eventually it started to feel okay. Like, it was bearable. It was alright. It was nothing crazy. But yeah, I started to smoke more and more and more, and then I started to like mellow into it. I'm like, okay, I feel decent. Like, I'm just high now. Cool. But yeah, that happened. But anyways, we would all hang out at this bench. It was called Stoner Bench. It was in Shabona Park in Chicago. And we would hang around this bench and just drink, smoke, do drugs. That's what started to happen, bro. We started to actually do drugs. First it was the weed, then it was the Xanax. Oh, I love Xanax so much, bro. I used to pop those motherfuckers. Oof, I love Xanax, bro. I remember that. I did like 5 of them a day. Yeah, it got bad, bro. I started to lose myself a bit with the drugs and the substances. I was about 15, 14, 16. Yeah, man, and we turned into little badass kids. Like, instead of just riding our bikes to the city off the drugs and stuff, we would not just do that. We would steal cars. I'm not even joking. We used to do this thing called car hopping, where we would just ride our little bikes in the city and open cars and see what cars were open and weren't open. And whenever we find an open car, bro, we would go in there and just take whatever the fuck we wanted. And then sometimes there'd be spare keys in the cars, and we would take the cars, and you know what we would do with those cars, bro? Off the drugs, we would crash the cars. We called them steamers back in the day, dude. Steamers. And I'm saying like this smiling because it was so fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, this shit was so fun. But as time went on, as we kept doing this type of dumb shit, degenerate ass shit, stealing from people, hurting people, fighting people, still doing the drugs, I noticed there was a pattern going on with me. The only time that I felt good was when I was off Xanax, when I was high, when I was drunk. And I got to a point where I was 16 years old drinking a bottle of UV in my room alone. And my mom would find me passed out. I'm the only child, bro. I put my mother through so much, man. And I feel terrible for it. I do, man. I love my mom so much, bro. Like, me and my mom have a great relationship now. It's because I got my shit together. But back then, bro, I would put that woman through so much, dude. Like, I remember when I would do all this shit, right? Like, doing all the drugs, drinking. She would literally drive just looking for me, man. Because she wanted to take me home. Because she was worried that I was going to die. And when I was about 16, my mom finally said, you know what, we gotta move you out of the city, bro. Like, you're acting insane, you're gonna end up killing yourself. So I moved out the city. I moved to this place called Lake Villa. This shit is by Wisconsin, bro. It was like 96% white people. I got a little bit better. Like, I was still drinking, doing drugs, like a little bit, like the Xanax, the acid. I still found the crackheads of the damn city over there. Of course, you know, I'm a crackhead myself. So I was still doing the drugs. I was still doing the drink and all that, right? Then I'm 18 years old. My best friend dies from a drug overdose. Damien, the guy that I told you about earlier, the one that introduced me to weed, the one that introduced me to all this stuff, he's dead. He died at 18 years old from a drug overdose. That's sad, man. I'm 24 now, so it was a long time ago, but it's just terrible because he was only 18, bro. He had his whole life ahead of him. But I remember, man, this is when I kind of slowed down on the drugs because my mom moved me out of the city. And eventually I was just like I couldn't do it all the time because the area that I was in, houses were so far and I wasn't driving yet. And not everybody did it. So I just kind of slowed down. And I found out he died. And that was kind of like my realization of, oh shit. Like, maybe I should stop doing this shit. And I did and I didn't. I stopped the Xanax. I didn't do Xanax anymore. I haven't done a Xan since I was 16, bro. And I've never touched that shit again. I'm good on that, G. I don't ever want to touch that shit again. But drinking, man, I've done a lot of dumb shit drinking. I've gotten my ass kicked, stupid drunk. I've crashed cars. I've gotten DUIs. I've hurt people. This is all when I'm about 21. You know, I'm working at LA Fitness. I'm over here having sex with my coworkers. I think I'm the shit, G. I was ruining my life. And fast forward now, bro, me being 24, it got to a point, bro, though, back then, I knew I was ruining my life, but fast forward to now, bro, like I don't want to drink ever again. I really don't. And the reason why is because, dude, I was just so depressed. I was so anxious. I had so much anxiety. I hated the person that I was. Because I was able to cut out the weed. I was finally able to cut out the weed. The weed, bro, I remember I was dating this one girl. Her name, I'm not going to say her name. But I was dating this one girl for like 2 years, and we were like a fling more than anything. Like, we dated, but we didn't. I have nothing bad to say about her. I wish her nothing but the best. You know who you are if you're watching this. I wish you nothing but the best, girl. But yeah, man, I met her at LA Fitness too. But yeah, we would smoke weed, we drink, and I just felt like I was meant for something bigger, bro. When I was in that relationship from like 21 till 23, like I felt like I was meant for something bigger. So when we cut things off, I stopped smoking completely. Like, I dabbled in it like a little bit every now and then, like once every like 6 months, but that's it. I don't like weed anymore, G. I just don't like feeling lazy. I don't. I like being productive. And I feel like that's why I want to stop everything now. Because I still did the drinking, and dude, I built this online coaching business, and I felt like I've always been in good shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in decent shape, but I can't fully see my potential if I'm out drinking every weekend, physically, mentally, spiritually. I can't see the potential that I have with my online coaching business. So I literally decided, bro, 2025 New Year's. On New Year's Eve, I said I'm done drinking. And I stopped for 6 months, bro, and my life went up. Literally last year, it went up, bro, so much. My online coaching business was doing amazing. I was helping out so many people. I was making really good money. And then 6 months in, bro, I caved. I drank for a whole month. I was drinking every weekend. This was recent. This was last month. My coaching business spiraled down. I didn't make no money that month. I made money, but compared to what I was doing, I didn't do anything, bro. It was terrible. So a month now, when I decided to stop a month ago, my life is going up again. My clients are getting better results. I'm getting better results. Well, my clients are always getting good results because I always prioritize them before me. But dude, I just know that alcohol and me don't mix. Alcohol and my purpose on this earth don't mix. That's just the truth. And I was literally tired of the self-sabotage. I was tired of the self-induced anxiety. I was tired of the self-induced depression. I was tired of the regrets when I would wake up the next day and not know what the fuck happened. Or people would send me videos from the nights that I would be out drunk as hell and be like, yo, bro, look what you did. And I wouldn't even want to see it because I knew it wasn't me, bro. It was the possessed version of me from alcohol. Alcohol is a demon, just so y'all know. Alcohol means demon. Search it up if you think I'm fucking with you. Why do you think they call it spirits? Alcohol is evil, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, the last time I did drink was with really good friends and I smoked. I felt demons, bro. You think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I'm telling you the truth, bro. I felt demons like telling me like jump off the roof, because the last time I drank, I was at this balcony party and I was on the balcony and it was really high. I was in the city and the demon was just telling me to jump. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And it's because I've been getting really close to God. I've been getting really close to God. And I can't go back. I can't. And if I ever do go back, it can't be the way it was. But see, I don't even want to go back. Because I literally don't see any benefit in it, bro. Just because of how good my life is when I'm sober. My physique gets better. My mind gets better. My business gets better. My relationship with my mom gets better. Everything in my life gets better, bro, when I stay sober and get sober. But look, man, if you like feel like this hits you in any way, if you feel like you went through or are going through something very similar to what I've been through, and you want to get sober, or you're working on staying sober, dude, to better yourself, because that's really why I decided to get sober, was because I wanted to better myself. Brother, first of all, I just want to tell you, you're not alone. I get how it feels to feel like you can only go talk to chicks when you drink alcohol. I get how it feels, bro. And that's another thing. Before I end this video, I wanted to talk about that because I almost forgot. Dude, I used alcohol as a crutch. I used it as a crutch. It got to a point where I was using it as a crutch. I couldn't even go on dates without having a few shots in me. I couldn't even go talk to girls without having a few drinks in me. Like, and this is what made me realize, holy shit, I have to take this substance to feel confident now. And then down the line, bro, I wouldn't even be confident. I would still feel like shit, even more because of the hangovers and the self-induced anxiety that alcohol gives you. Brother, alcohol spikes your cortisol level. That's your stress hormone. So yeah, whenever you feel stressed out after a crazy night of drinking, that's why. But alcohol was killing me, man. It was killing my confidence. It was killing my ambition. It was killing my physique. It was killing my mentality. So I decided I'm done. We're a month sober, and I'm staying sober. I love you though, G. Trust me, I get how it feels, man. Like, if you listening to this and you're like, damn, damn, bro, like, I literally feel just like that. Like, I want to stop drinking because of this exact reason. I feel like I'm not at my full potential. Trust me, brother, I get it, because I'm going through that right now. But if you feel like you need help, man, with this, if you feel like you want to stay sober and you're struggling because your dumbass friends who aren't really your friends want you to go out and get drunk with them even though you tell them you don't want to, those are not your friends, G, first of all. But if you feel all these things that I'm saying, if you feel like you need help, bro, or you just want to talk, book a call with me, bro, because I literally get what you're going through. If you want to level up your physique, if you want to level up your mindset, book a call with me, bro. I love to get to know you, G, and see if I can help you. Also, subscribe if you made it this far too, because I'm not gonna stop making these videos, because my goal, bro, is not to get a bunch of followers or subscribers. It's not to get a bunch of clout. I don't care about that. I just want to help you, bro. So if you feel like this helped you in any way, please subscribe, because I'm not gonna stop making these videos. I love you, and God loves you too. Peace out, brother.